I've always had a profitable business. And the first couple of years, I had just enough profit to give me a tax bill that I really couldn't afford. So I had to find ways to implement tax strategies in order to eliminate my tax liability without using the cash flow that I so desperately needed. So in my first few years, my tax bill was only 5 or 6K. At the time, that was so much money. That was money I did not have. I was still living paycheck to paycheck. I didn't have any money in my savings account. Like I lived off of every dollar that I earned in my business. And I didn't have the savviness that I have now, so many years later to be proactive about my tax strategies. I was an accountant that became an entrepreneur, and that's where I teach from, right? I was an accountant that became an entrepreneur, and I knew like the compliance and the data and the tracking, and then I learned how to be a business owner. But then there was that gap of like, okay, how do I manage my finances as an entrepreneur?